So we're going to look at some of the recent launches over 2025, late 2025, and then we're going to talk about what's coming soon. So my name is Nathan Fuzzi. I'm a product manager here at Oracle, focusing on the Exadata database service and base database service, and both in Oracle Cloud and in Multicloud. It was a huge year for Oracle and multi-cloud advances, and I'm excited to talk about some of the technology. So let's go. One housekeeping request. There is a Q&A function and a chat function. So if you have any questions at any time, please post those in the Q&A or chat. And it is just me driving and presenting today, so I'll have to respond to questions at the end of the presentation. So please be patient, and I will definitely get to your questions then. Our safe harbor statement, we always show this. It effectively says that our discussion today and any future plans or dates that we share are not a commitment, may not be incorporated into any contract. However, I think the important part is, as always, if you have specific regional availability or feature or timeline asks for us, we'll be glad to work with you and help you to plan and do our best to meet your needs and timelines. So please, as always, reach out to your Oracle account team or contact myself or any other product manager here at Oracle directly. We'll get you in touch with the right team to get your questions answered. All right. For today's session, I'm going to do a brief overview of what we mean by when we talk about Oracle multi-cloud. As I mentioned, it's the beginning of the year. It's a good time to reset, level set, and make sure we're all on the same page. So in that vein, I'll touch on the architecture, what makes the offering unique, what services are available, and what you can do with those services. From there, I'm going to spend just a couple minutes talking about Oracle Database 26 AI, as there are some key features in that that make it ideal for modern applications, especially when paired with our partner hyperscaler services. Then I'll go into some detail on Exadata Exascale and talk about what's new there and what's coming soon. I'll also talk about the zero data loss autonomous recovery service and key management service integrations, both of those with launches in just the last 3 months. But I won't go into too much depth on those since we covered them. Vishal and I covered the recovery service in October, and my manager Tammy talked about AWS KMS integration during the November session. So if you're interested in going deeper on either of those, search the YouTube channel for those topics, and you'll find those sessions. Finally, I'll talk about our region launches and roadmap, as well as a couple of more late breaking new launches. And we'll be talking about what services and features are coming soon. So to level set on the concepts, here's a conceptual and pseudo-architectural diagram of Oracle Multicloud, which we also refer to sometimes as Oracle Database at Hyperscaler. Oracle has built partnerships with other leading hyperscalers, including Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and most recently AWS, to run Oracle Cloud infrastructure inside the partner data centers to make Oracle Database services available to their customers and in their marketplaces. Oracle still manages our infrastructure, which is physically segregated and secured from the partner CSP infrastructure and personnel. The key aspects of the offering are close proximity of those physical resources, delivering high bandwidth and ultra low latency between the hyperscaler's application services and the Oracle database services. And that's often critical when you're talking about running business critical and mission critical applications. Another key aspect is the integration of Oracle infrastructure and services into the partner hyperscalers portal, and their APIs, and even native service integrations for management, monitoring, and ways to deploy advanced application architectures. So the upshot of these partnerships is that whether you're deployed in AWS or Google Cloud or Azure, you now have access to an array of Oracle database services in the same cloud environment where your applications are running. And these services, as you can see on the slide, include the Oracle Autonomous AI Database, which is a fully managed cloud native designed to administer and tune itself and running on top of the Exadata platform for extreme performance, availability, and scalability. There's also the Exadata database service, which gives you the performance and scale of Exadata, plus a lot of cloud automation while still giving you full administrative control. The base database service offers a lower cost database for non-mission critical applications where you still need full administrative control. And the autonomous recovery service provides a fully managed backup solution that's efficient, continuously validates your backups, and provides backup security and immutability. And finally, OCI Golden Gate gives you a fully managed solution for high performance data integration and replication across heterogeneous environments. Okay, so quickly, what are the unique benefits of Oracle Multicloud? There's the unmatched performance of Oracle Exadata, which is built for the largest and most demanding workloads in the world. Exadata also provides extreme availability and scalability, being the only supported way to run Oracle RAC in the cloud, including support for Oracle Maximum Availability Architecture, or MAA, for truly available and resilient architectures. Oracle Database on Exadata comes with advanced security capabilities, including strong always-on encryption, SQL firewall, strong user access controls. And of course, the autonomous AI database with all of its automation and protection and lower cost of ownership is only available in the cloud, including Exadata Cloud at Customer. But the real opportunity is what happens when you connect your business data in Oracle with those native AI analytics and container services in the other clouds that we've partnered with. So you can train models in Azure Machine Learning or Google Vertex AI using real-time data from Autonomous AI Database without replicating or duplicating your data or compromising your governance. Or you can deploy containerized applications in AWS while keeping Oracle database as the secure system of record underneath. And you still have access to OCI services when you run Oracle database at hyperscaler services. So we maintain a fast private network between their region and ours for control plane access that can also be used to access and integrate with OCI, AI analytics, and data replication services. So you can really pick and choose your partner hyperscaler services and connect any or all of them to your Oracle databases to access fresh business data while keeping your architecture and security model simple and strong. And this is what we mean when we say that Oracle Multicloud offers the best of both worlds. Now, we announced Oracle 26 AI at Oracle AI World in October as we included a massive amount of new AI-centric features since the initial release of 23 AI that effectively deliver a major upgrade in functionality. Now, some of those features in the database are AI vector search, which enhances performance of vector-based use cases like retrieval augmented generation and semantic searching. Seamless integration with OCI's managed LLMs, as well as support for external LLM providers, and the ability to run private instances of open weight models using the private AI services container. The built-in MCP server provides a standardized way for external AI systems to access and query enterprise data stored in the Oracle database, including using natural language prompts. We'll have to do a demo on that soon because it is so cool to see your natural language prompt handled by the database. It's so cool. But what really sets Oracle apart and why we believe that you might want to run Oracle for all your database workloads is that it's a converged database, meaning that it can handle virtually any type of workload or data type, as you can see across the top here. We can handle relational, JSON, spatial, graph, blockchain, and vector data all in a single engine. And converge doesn't mean putting all of these in the same database next to each other, but that Oracle supports all of these workloads in the same database engine with the same interfaces and the same tools that you've used for years. And this converged design is really key in a multi-cloud world because it means developers can build AI-powered and data-driven applications without managing multiple purpose-built databases, each coming with its own learning curve and tooling and operational complexity. Instead, you get a single unified platform so that your teams can leverage their existing Oracle skills while expanding into new application domains. And you don't have to replicate data out of your operational database in order to service those other use cases. All right, let's move on to Exascale. So what is Exascale? Well, Exascale is the next generation data intelligent platform, oops, that combines Oracle Exadata hardware and software intelligence with the scalability and the pay for use benefits and economics of the cloud. Now, there's several aspects of Exadata that make it the ideal storage platform for Exadata in multi-cloud. First, it provides all those unique benefits of Exadata at true cloud scale, up to petabytes of storage per tenant. It allows resource management at the vault, which is a logical container level, including capacity, IOPS, and cache limits, giving you fine-grained control to keep tenants from impacting each other, meaning that you can eliminate the noisy neighbor problem. It offers instant space-efficient database or PDB clones with all of these same Exadata performance benefits, clones that actually look, feel, and manage just like normal databases. And Exadata offers high-performance block volumes for ACFS that can store your virtual machine images to be shared on that, stored on that shared storage, further decoupling the compute from the storage. Now, let's review the Exadata internals, Exascale internals, Exadata internals where ASM is used. So ASM runs in each database cluster to manage extent placement in each disk group used by that cluster. So typically, as you see here, these are data, Rico, and maybe sparse if clones are enabled. Now, ASM supports 19C and 26AI databases, and it enables full Exadata Smart features. But reallocating capacity requires resizing the grid disks for multiple ASM disk groups, meaning it's a little cumbersome to deallocate storage capacity once you've allocated it. Now, compare this with Exascale storage management, where the database communicates directly with the Exascale services that run on the storage cluster using direct I/O and RDMA for ultra low latency. The concept of disk groups is replaced by vaults, which remove the need for specifying separate pools of capacity for your data, your backups, and your clones. And instead, an Exascale vault can then store data from databases, not just databases on a single cluster, but databases across multiple VM clusters. Vaults can be set up to auto scale up to the size of the Exascale storage pool, which can then be increased by adding additional storage servers. Or you can reclaim unused space from existing vaults. So what we launched recently is support for Exascale on Exadata Cloud at Customer and on dedicated infrastructure, including on OCI and so far Oracle Database at Azure. Now, this allows you to run VM clusters with ASM alongside clusters leveraging exascale on that same infrastructure. And you can just allocate available capacity to the exascale storage pool and then create vaults and allocate storage to them. So the point of this offering is to create easy ways for you to get the most out of your infrastructure spend today, running both 19C and 26AI databases if needed on ASM and your 26AI databases on exascale, and then gradually migrate databases to exascale and phase out ASM disk groups over time. Now, we plan to launch Exascale on dedicated infrastructure on Oracle Database at Google Cloud this quarter. And we do plan to support virtual machine images on Exascale on dedicated infrastructure soon, but I don't have a time frame to share for that today. Now, moving on to the autonomous recovery service. We covered this service in detail in our October session, so I won't go too deep this time. But here I'm going to highlight the key aspects of the autonomous recovery service as it applies to Oracle Database Services in OCI and all the multi-cloud offerings. The recovery service offers optional zero data loss protection by streaming that redo information from your source database to the service on top of the database backups for enabled databases. So when we call the recovery service RCV, so I refer to it as RCV sometimes, RCV accelerates database recovery by creating virtual full backups from those incremental change sets, meaning that each database block only needs to be restored once rather than restoring a full backup and then applying incremental backups on top of that. Data encryption is mandatory on the service with keys owned by the database and not stored with the backups. Backup immutability and retention lock protect against changes to the backups or deletion of those backups. And we provide granular access controls so that you can keep malicious actors from overriding those safeguards. Now, protected databases communicate securely with the service's endpoints, storing the backups in the service in an Oracle management tenancy, which creates a logical air gap that separates now your protected backups from your live system environments. And just to touch on the maximum availability architecture in multi-cloud as it relates to the autonomous recovery service, you now have a lot of options when it comes to enabling automatic backups for the Oracle database at hyperscaler services. We recommend leveraging RCV for automatic local backups for the reasons that I just shared. Now, as of October, the autonomous recovery service is available in AWS, and it was already available in Azure and Google Cloud. So it's available in all of our hyperscaler partners. For an MAA Gold configuration, which specifies backups for data protection, Oracle RAC for HA, and Oracle Active Data Guard for HA and DR, with a low RPO and RTO recovery point and time objectives, we recommend using the autonomous recovery service in the secondary region to perform local backups of the standby database as well. And that way, if you ever have to fail over to your standby database, it's already fully backed up. Now, you do have the option to use the autonomous recovery service in that paired OCI region instead if you need to. But keep in mind, you can only have your backups going to one or the other, not both. One aspect that we really didn't cover about the recovery service in October is Zero Data Loss Cloud Protect. And what Cloud Protect offers is specifying the autonomous recovery service as a backup destination for your on-premises Oracle databases as well. So this gives you the same zero data loss protection, faster recoverability, and that logical air gap security that RCV gives you for cloud and multi-cloud databases for your on-prem databases. And those incremental forever backups can also reduce resource consumption from compared to regular full backups. And that can shorten your backup window, which is always a plus. And you may have guessed this, but now not only can you easily recover a database on premises, but you could just as easily restore it to the cloud. Cloud Protect was announced at Oracle AI World in October. Okay, so let's talk briefly about key management integration. Now, Tammy Bednar covered AWS KMS integration in depth on this series in November. Again, search that one if you're interested in going deep. She also does a demo of enabling that. But I won't go too detailed here. What I want to highlight is that key management integration gives you multiple options for storing and managing your Oracle database master encryption keys. Now, many customers want centralized key management, and they want to be able to use the same key management system for everything, with the keys stored away from the resources they protect. Now, having an enterprise standard for key management also creates a clear separation of duties so that DBAs can manage the database without having direct access to those encryption keys. And using your CSP's key management system allows you to lean on that CSP's security certifications rather than prove your own configuration. But most of all, we want you to have options. You can store the keys on the database servers themselves with the database service wallet, or you can store them in OCI Vault in the paired OCI region where your database services logically reside, or you can store them in Oracle Key Vault running in the compute of that CSP, or you can store them in the CSP key management system, whatever best fits your needs. Now, one very recent launch I do want to call out is that autonomous AI database on Oracle Database at AWS is now available as of last week to work with AWS KMS. So that is autonomous database on dedicated infrastructure now integrates with AWS KMS, similar to the way that the Exadata database service has since we announced that in October. All right, let's talk about region launches. So we actually launched Oracle Database at AWS in 3 additional regions in December. So US East, Ohio, EU Central, Frankfurt, and AP Northeast, Tokyo. And these add to the 2 previous regions in the US. And you can see here that we're gaining momentum. Now, here we have a full accounting of the available partner hyperscaler regions for Oracle Database in Multicloud. And as you can see, we've got 5 planned region launches for Google Cloud and 17 planned region launches for AWS in the coming months. Now, we're working hard to deliver these as quickly as possible, but as always, we can benefit from demand signals from you, our customers. So if you're looking for any of these to be delivered urgently, please let your Oracle account team know. And here is a full accounting of services available in OCI and each of our partner hyperscalers. No late breaking updates to this table, but I will call out that the exascale storage on Exadata database service on dedicated infrastructure is available on Azure and is coming soon to Google Cloud. Again, expect that this quarter. Also planned and coming soon is Oracle Golden Gate on Oracle Database at Google Cloud. And we expect that to land late this quarter as well. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. So I want to talk about some additional launches, very recent launches. Here we announced multi-cloud universal credits at AI World in October. And what this allows is to enables customers to use a single set of credits for OCI, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. And the credits can be applied to Oracle database services running on any of those supported cloud providers. What this does is simplifies the procurement and contract management for you, the customer, when you're potentially leveraging multiple clouds. And it streamlines your usage across those multiple cloud environments. And then just a few weeks back, we announced subscription sharing for Oracle Database at AWS. And this allows you to purchase a single Oracle Database at AWS subscription via the AWS Marketplace, and then centrally share that subscription across up to 50 AWS accounts within an AWS organization. And those subscribed accounts can then deploy the product but you still pay through your payer account or through the grantor account with a consolidated AWS bill. And each grantee account then gets its own dedicated child compartment within the OCI multi-cloud link compartment. And from there, they can provision and manage Oracle database at AWS resources. And again, these launches are really just the tip of the iceberg. We've got a ton of great updates coming and a long list of topics to go deep on in this series. So please join us again next month for more multi-cloud happenings. I'm looking now to see if we have any questions, but feel free to post questions in the chat. I do see a message here that there may have been a scheduling issue. Someone shared that the webcast should have started an hour before it did. Um, I apologize for that. This should the reminder that I got was for the correct time, um, and hopefully the message that I sent out on LinkedIn had the correct time. But I will investigate that. Definitely don't want you waiting around for an hour. Um, any other questions? I haven't seen any questions. All right, going once, going twice. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining the session today. We look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a great day.